For over 3 decades, Jimmy Tuman of Jimmy's Kids, along with his team of volunteers, has brought joy to many Hispanic children at Christmas in Mexican Town. But what makes Jimmy Tuman so special? We are about to find out.
I'm a global youth speaker on teen suicide prevention and teen violence and school shootings and youth at risk problems. I've spoken to 2 million young people in more than 2,000 schools in every state in 11 foreign countries. And Jimmy's Kids got started back in 1988 when I got a chance to play Santa Claus for 22 special needs kids at the Dewey School at Martin Luther King in the Lodge. And friends started to get involved, businesses, sports teams, and it just started to snowball. And now we're in our 34th year. We've served, hundreds of thousands of people over the years in terms of, every kind of service we could give. We do disaster relief. We do whatever really these days, is critical that we could use the charity to make a difference. That is my mission. We bring Christians, Jews, and Muslims together on Christmas morning to, work together to serve the poor in Southwest. And that is, an accomplishment that all over the world, people can't do it. And somehow our little charity has brought these three faiths together, and they work together with that one common mission. So that's a synopsis of, my background. There's a lot more in depth I wanted to give you kind of just a short synopsis of my thought process. And I believe that the greatest thing we can do on this earth is to serve, and that has been my mission, and that has been my belief system, and I've tried to inspire other people to share that thought with me.
That's amazing. That's what Jesse Gonzalez told me about you. He said that every Christmas for the last 30 plus years, you've been giving toys and bringing joy in Christmas to Hispanic kids in Southwest Detroit. You are 80, he told me that you are 81, 82 years old, Jimmy?
I'll be 81 next month.
And how do you get all the energy to do that stuff? With your charity, speaking against teen suicide, what inspired you to do this?
Well, this is my sense of mission. I mean, I believe, and one of my posters, encapsulates this. I believe that when you find your purpose in life, it's a gift from God. When you fulfill your purpose, it's your gift to God. So my purpose has been to work with young people. I grew up in a broken house, and there was really tough times for me, and I just wanted to make it a little easier for young people to grow and to be able to thrive, and I have worked really hard to make that happen. Working with teen suicide prevention is not easy because you lose kids and you're able to help kids, and so you always have to go back and forth and reach down inside of you, because my belief system is, in the end, the only thing that we remember about a person is their heart. People keep thinking, it's their accomplishments, it's this, it's that, it's their image, it's the things that they own. But in the long run, I've never been to a funeral where someone has gotten up and said that person lives in a great house, that person, lives, that person has beautiful clothes or a nice car or anything. What they always say about that person was there when I needed him, that person was unconditionally loving, So we remember people's hearts, and if your heart shines and you're out there doing things for for other people. So I get up every single day of my life, and I find a way to make a difference. It's kept me vibrant. It's kept me somewhat youthful. I mean, I lost my sight back in 2018, and I've struggled. I've had a number of operations, and my sight's come back about maybe 75%, but I still have limited sight, and but I keep fighting. I mean, my wife and I just finished writing our second children's book. I don't stop. I mean, I'm a fighter. I keep going. PBS did a documentary on my life, and I would share it with you. If you go to jimtuman.com, and on the home page, it says the Tuman effect, man on a mission. You'll see, the encapsulation of my life. It's only 26 minutes. It's going to film festivals, and I think something interesting for you as a background piece.
Yeah, it's you come from a broken family, and that brought you, and that's your purpose in life, helping people. How did you meet Jesse Gonzalez? Because he's like he loves you and loves what you do. How did you two meet?
We met Jesse at that time, and has been the mayor of like Southwest Detroit. He walks down the street and everybody wants to shake hands with him and talk to him and everything. But we met while I was, doing work in Southwest, and he loved what we did. I did a lot for SWEDA and a lot of the other agencies, LaSed and Latino Family Services and everything. And through that, I was able to meet and he's a phenomenal person, and I couldn't have made this work, happen if it wasn't for him, because he guides me, he gives me insight, he's a great mentor, he's a great teacher for me, and I certainly deeply love him.
That's so beautiful to hear. What will be the message for the Hispanic community?
I'm thrilled to be able to get this award, but the award also should go. I'm going to bring some volunteers to my table, and we have, during the course of a year, we have about 2,000 people that usually volunteer their time, their energy, because we work with agencies and families and battered women's shelters and churches, and we have a huge spread out there, and it's in the volunteers that make a difference. They really are the ones that come through and have expanded Jimmy's Kids to just a small program in a school. They've expanded it. At our heyday, we were doing over 40 schools annually, where we put on programs, and for the deaf, the blind, the people with physical disabilities, and so we've grown Jimmy's Kids to really meet the needs, and the needs in Southwest are ongoing. They don't stop. It's a community of ongoing needs, and we wanted to be one of the supportive elements to help those needs and see if we could turn some of it around.
Jimmy, thank you for what you do. God bless you.